Hi guys, it's Sarah here with Sarasponda Yoga, and today I wanted to make a video for you about the yoga wheel and what to do with it. So this is what to do with your yoga wheel. A very common question that I get from people about a less common yoga prop is, what exactly am I supposed to do with this? Let's talk first a little bit about the different kinds of wheels. I've got right here the Dharma yoga wheel, which was the original and the first one that I bought a couple of years ago. This one behind it is a little bit of a cheaper version, slightly lighter. The padding on top is a little bit thicker, but just not quite as grippy. So there are some differences. This one I got at Winners for about 40 bucks. This one I purchased online originally. I can't remember the cost, and I have no idea what it is now, but you can get all that information at dharmayogawheel.com. And also, before I proceed, you can get a lot of tutorials and tips about how to use your yoga wheel on their website, since they are the creators of this prop. So I do recommend heading over there and checking that out. I'm going to teach you some pretty basic sort of foundational ways to use your yoga wheel. And the way that I first got comfortable with it and like to use it, and still to this day like to use it the most, is for support of my spine in an assisted backward bend, essentially. So we often use yoga blocks to do a sort of similar thing, propping up the spine so that we have support in a reclined backward bend. The wheel, though, is really nice because of its size and its stability. It is designed to hopefully support a good portion of your spine in a back bend. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to get into it and what to do with it. Simple, nice and easy. Seated relatively close to the top of the mat, feet about hip width distance apart, and the feet grounded firmly into the mat for support. Roll the wheel towards you and try to get it as straight as possible along the length of your spine. So you really want to make sure that it doesn't roll out to the right or the left, and then you have the potential to kind of roll off it in that case. So being really careful to align it properly. And just get comfortable with it, using your thumbs to press the wheel into your back body, keeping the hips, the sits bones rooted firmly into your mat, and the chest lifted toward the ceiling. Now you can keep your hands on your wheel, on the mat, or you can interlace your fingers and bring them behind your neck for a little bit more support through the back of the neck. Pushing through the feet, lift up the hips, and then begin to roll the wheel to whatever portion of your spine you're looking for the stretch. So I'm going to start nice and high through the neck and the upper back. You can see that I need to bring my hips more forward to bring the wheel higher up my spine. I'm also trying to create a lot of length through the back of my neck. So first bringing my chin forward toward my chest, lengthening the neck as much as I can. And then exhaling to relax the back of my neck onto the wheel so the head is also supported. Now you can keep it here, either holding the wheel in some place on your neck or shoulders, or bringing your hands to your hips or the floor. Rolling the wheel along your neck and upper back. And then when you're ready to move the wheel down a little bit toward the mid-thoracic spine, pushing through the feet, lift the hips up so it's like a supported bridge. You can bring your hands to the back of the neck again for support. Lift your head. And then start to roll the wheel down the length of the spine, keeping your core engaged for support. Relax the hips and the bum down toward the mat. They don't have to touch. Maybe they can. For a deeper stretch, bring your spine toward the wheel. So the mid to low back down. Maybe the back of the head on the wheel. And find a spot where you can relax and breathe deeply. Okay. And to come out, bring the hips down toward the mat, lift the chest up. And bring yourself into a gentle forward fold, just as a counter pose. Relaxing your head and neck, softening, navel to spine a little bit to support back body. let's use the yoga wheel to get into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Bringing your feet into position about hip-width distance apart. Bring the yoga wheel into the low to mid portion of the spine using your thumbs to push it in nice and secure. Maybe fingertips on the mat for support. Take a deep breath and lift your chest. Open the front body, and as you exhale, relax the back body onto the wheel. Lift the hips up toward the ceiling. Now roll the wheel up toward the upper back, the neck. Try to rest your head onto the wheel for support. So you can bend the knees, bring the hips forward toward the heels. Then lifting the hips up again, pushing through your feet. Start to bring your hands down to the mat, shoulder width distance apart. Fingertips pointing toward the feet, elbows in line with the shoulders. Making sure that you're comfortable and supported on your wheel. And then essentially just pushing through the hands and lifting the chest up to let go of your prop. So with a deep breath, push through the feet, the hands, and bring your chest up, back body off the wheel. Draw your chest forward. Relax your neck. You can walk the feet toward the hands, one at a time. Hands toward the feet, one at a time. Make sure you're breathing. And then slowly tuck the chin to the chest and release your body back onto the wheel to come out of the pose. Hips forward, legs bent. Lift up the chin and the chest, supporting the back of the neck with interlaced fingers, and bring your hips and bum back down to the mat. Settling in, taking any counter pose, a forward fold, nice and soft. That feels good to release the spine. You could also try a child's pose, just depending on what you're looking for your hips and legs. Softening through the entire back body. Relax your neck, your head down toward the mat. So those are just the basics of using the wheel to get a little bit deeper into the upper back. As always, you can request videos. I am obviously filming in a different space, and this will hopefully likely change again in the next few months. So just bear with me as I transition through life and changes and all that good stuff. But I'll keep the videos coming as much as possible, so please do subscribe and send me your requests. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have questions, comments, leave them for me below. Have a great day, you guys. Namaste.